Hello everybody, we should be live. How are we all doing this fine ass Tuesday, what is the date today? 20th of August. I believe Gamescom is happening this very second as well. But apparently BioWare have said they're not going to be at Gamescom. However, just in case they do, I do have the stream of Gamescom playing right here. If we do miss anything that we can then instantly react to. But yeah, I don't think they will be at Gamescom, but you never know. You never know, just in case. But we just got quite a bit of... well, first of all, I wanted to do this just to all check in, see how we're doing, because I haven't spoke to you all since last weekend. And obviously we got the new August content plan, as well as a massive reveal trailer, and I was at Taylor Swift and all that stuff. So first of all, I wanted to check in and say how we are all doing this fine-ass Tuesday, having as many conversations about Dragon Age as we all want to. But also checking in about this new Nvidia trailer that we're going to have a look at. Hello, everybody. We love a man who is prepared. That is me. I am team logistics. I got called a compliment on that on a night out the other day. It was like, oh, Jack knows where everybody is at this given point. It's brilliant. Yeah, we got mage gameplay. All hail Bean King. Yeah, we're going to look at this. We're going to all dissect this Nvidia gameplay reveal. Now, old Jack would hate this statement he's about to make. But I'm not actually going to make an independent video of this Nvidia trailer. Now, I know, old Jack would have dissected every single thing. But for this one, I figured just do it live, break it down together, let's talk about it. It is brilliant, and it's great to see. But still, like, I think just looking at it, I'd rather have more of an interactive breakdown than a proper massive one, considering I literally just did do a huge, massive release breakdown anyway. So I figured instead, sorry, there's a tweet. Yes, we'll have ray tracing on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Stay tuned for more details. That's from BioWare. So, yeah, for this one, I figure it'll be more of a fun, interactive one. And then Dammer is asking the real questions here. Jack Daw, do you think Taylor's going to announce Rep tonight? I do. Dammer, I do. I wish I was there, but no, I'm content with the fact that I went to 2 shows this weekend anyway. But, yeah, live breakdown. We're doing this as a live one. I hope you all don't mind that. It means it's archived, so you can all watch it later, but... I like the balance of you get your full massive huge reveal release trailer one that's 35 minutes long, and then you also get this interactive one, because yes, it is good content, this Nvidia trailer, but it's not like massive compared to the reveal trailer that we just got. So yeah, we're gonna break it down, have a few chin wags, really talk about anything also from the trailer that we've missed or that I haven't talked really. I've been in my own Discord and stuff. Sorry, Gamescom's just starting now, so I'm going to be on my screen a bit. Yeah, I have been in my Discord and stuff and talking about it, but really I haven't actually sat down yet because I've been so hectic with making this video and then literally back at work and then recovering from Taylor Swift. So we can just have some really fun, good chinwags while I drink from my Phantom of the Opera mug. Anyone a fan of good old Phantom? I've got this really cute mug, and I believe I got it on Broadway in New York. Telecharge. Yeah, organisation with a Z. Yeah. Anyway. So, how does that sound, folks? Are we all up for a live tinfoiling breakdown? What I love about when I use the word breakdown is yes, it is a trailer breakdown, but it's also like a Jack breakdown too, like an actual mentee bee. It's a double entendre, and I love that. Let's all have a breakdown together. Exactly, villainous kitty. Brianne says, I don't even watch the trailers, I just watch your breakdowns. I appreciate that. Can I just say... I really, honestly, overwhelmed of the sheer love of my channel this past weekend. Like, I think because I'm always in it and I'm always reacting to things instantaneously whenever there's Dragon Age content, I haven't missed anything. But this weekend, because I literally was aware, there was so much love of, where are you, Jack? We miss you. We need you. I can't react to this trailer without you. I need you in. I need your content. I need your reactions. And honestly, it was so heartwarming me seeing that while in London. And just seeing like my YouTube comments being filled of, Jack, did you see this trailer? Jack, where are you? Where are you? We miss you. Are you dead? And then when I actually did release the video, just so many people just saying how much they love my breakdowns, love my content, love the fact that they've waited just for this. It meant so much. And I'm not even comparing to like anybody here. Like just the love that people get from the content that I create. The passion and the hard work that I put into it, I just massively appreciate that. That is so well received and reciprocated. So thank you all so much for just the sheer love and passion that you all infuse and put in my videos. It's the reason I do it. All I was thinking about in London was I just want to go and talk about Dragon Age to everybody here. To break this all down and have all these conversations. So yes, I really do appreciate it. Jack, look what you made me do. My favourite musical, Fairy Wing, hell yes. Oh, thank you, Ivan, for the super chat. I hope we get Rogue gameplay. We did get Rogue gameplay already. We need Warrior gameplay, and I believe we're getting that this week. That's why I've got games come on down here, just in case. What's this fire logo? It's probably Destiny. Just in case we do get it today, because we're getting it this week. There's going to be a lot more. Is it Borderlands 4? Oh, it's Borderlands 4. Bro, are we getting Borderlands 4? There's going to be a lot more streams from me now with the fact that... Flipping heck, I haven't even mentioned the fact that the Veilguard's coming on Halloween. But yeah, I think the fact that Veilguard's so close... sorry, I'm seeing what this trailer is. It doesn't look like Borderlands, but it could be Destiny. I know it's not fair. I'm not watching that and you guys see it at the same time. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot more streams up in the run up. Just in even like on this scale of, oh, we've got a small bit of trailer or a bit of news. Let's talk about it. Let's jump on it together. This is not. It's Borderlands. Oh shit, we're getting a new Borderlands game. Crap. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more streams on a Tuesdays. Wednesday is Rook Club, for those who aren't aware, because there's been a jump and spike in... Borderlands 4, 2025, hell yeah. There's been a spike in viewers. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. My time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think that's 11 a.m. Pacific Time, we do Rook Club. Not for everybody, I understand, but it's a book club going through each of the stories in Dragon Age Twin Nights, and pardon me, I have a bunch of friends where we literally... I'm the narrator, I have Lucas from Fusslecon and other friends, and we just read each of these stories together, and it's so fun. First of all, from like a point of view of all of these stories are building up the Veilguard, the characters, the plot dynamics, the story, like Gillinan hinted at in Horror of Hallmark. But also, it gets everybody up to date and also makes it accessible for, I get it. We're all gamers, generally speaking. I get the difference between playing a game and reading a book. Yes, Dragon Age is different because you're reading codices and all that stuff and the extended lore. But even so, I do understand the difference of playing a video game and reading it in-game to then going to fight Darkspawn to then actually reading a book. So it's for me, it's fun, good content getting up to the Veilguard's release. But the second time, it's good to get everybody on the same page, literally, but also have a bit of fun with it. Anyway, I can see a lot of questions flooding in. Hold those thoughts, because what we're going to do first is we're going to do this breakdown. So, folks, you are literally seeing a live breakdown in the works, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring up Premiere Pro, because it's going to be a lot easier to actually look things over, zoom in on things. What I'll do first is we'll play the trailer for those who haven't seen it. I will turn it down, though. And we can then zoom in on things, we can expose things and the colour, we can really zoom in on shots, take screenshots, pull them back up and have a look at them even further. But for those who haven't seen this Nvidia reveal, I'm going to shut my mouth and let you all watch it with this beautiful music. I am going to turn up the music a bit down though. There's no dialogue, it is just what we're assuming are Hans Zimmer's music. Let me get it bigger for you. Let me get it bigger. You know what I'll do? I'll pull up the actual clip first, so you can see it in full screen. Give me a second. If I press this button, does that get rid of me? Yes, it does. Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to fully get rid of me for a second, so you can all watch this, and we'll go from there. We'll watch it in 4K as well. We'll treat you to a 4K trailer. Right, here we go. So, enjoy this, folks, and we can talk about it in 2 seconds. Oh, right, 1 second. Why was that not? There we go. And there it is. So I will bring myself back up. I'll probably... Oh, must spill my tea. I'll probably pivot between the 4K shots and this. I actually probably don't even need Premiere Pro now. Maybe to get rid of that, if I can get rid of this. But, like, how beautiful... I mean, just from a full-on 4K graphical POV, how beautiful is this game? What is chat saying? The water effect. Blighted Elven God be like... that like button, everyone. I will get my Scout Harding romance. Yes, you will. Enlarge, enlarge. Exactly, villainous kitty. I'm going for Twin too. Hell yeah, Sophia. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jen. I appreciate it. Oh, Khalid asks, can you explain how the Elven Gods are now blighted? I can try. I can try. Let me get the shot. We didn't actually see them in this trailer, but we did see... This was new. The exposition... Obviously, that's brand new. But this shot of the ritual site... I want to get rid of this bar. Go away, overlay. Go away. Is that going to get rid of you? No? Come on. Disappear. Disappear. No, okay. Ignore that. Yeah, explaining how the Elven Gods are blighted. Essentially, we know that Andrew fought the Forgotten Ones or the Forbidden Ones in the Void and spoke of things, void, madness. We relate the Void to the Blight, like the Anvil of the Void. And then Befal zapped Andrew's power, which we kind of assume. So Andrew wore weapons and armor of the Void that made her mad. What we relate to madness so far, the biggest contender of what makes you mad is Red Lyrium, and Red Lyrium is blighted. So we assume, massive assumption, but it's fairly apt, that Andrew wore armor and weapons either of Red Lyrium or of the Blight that blighted her. Mythal took her power of the Blight, which fully cured Andrew, but then Mythal took it for herself. But even more so than that, like, there are connections to the to blighted titans, to the blight being released in the elven time, and then the elves sealing away its peril or its danger. And then there are connections to Mythal giving dwarves dreams, which kind of ties the... and then there's also a connection of Mythal actually slaying a titan, so it connects the dwarves and the elves even further. So the idea that perhaps the elves created the blight maybe to defeat the titans, and that's why... So you have... And, the Titans, raw, pure lyrium, beautiful creatures who, completely make up creation or are at the epicenter of this world, or are just the formations of this world. The elves don't like that. The Titans and the elves ward. We don't really know why. We assume that the elven gods, well, we know the elves mined the Titans for their bodies, i.e. lyrium, and they created bodies from the earth. So, lyrium bodies. So, the elves basically waged war against the Titans for their own resource, for being lyrium. And let's say maybe killing a Titan released the Blight, which was this kind of virus, this hive mind kind of thing. Titans are a hive mind. The Blight is a hive mind. We get that sense when Volta reconnects with a Titan. She completely understands things. And the way that the Titans communicate is a hive mind thing. So that connection there, with then the Blight being the opposite, but being literally the same as the fact that it's a hive mind connection. How everybody speaks the calling, listens to the calling, how the Darkspawn speak, how the Archdemon speaks to the Grey Warden in Origins. That very similar correlation there. So the idea at being the Elven Gods killed the Titan, and maybe they released a virus, and that killed them, or that was their attempt at like trying to stop that was their attempt at trying to stop the Elven Gods, or their fight against the Elven Gods, or maybe when a Titan dies, it created the Blight, or maybe the Elves created the Blight to unleash against the Titans, and not knowingly, that then created like this Red Lyrium blighted effect, which then sprouted Red Lyrium and infected the world. What we do know is that it was sealed for a time, and Corypheus found the Blight in the Black City. He did not create it. The Maker, unfortunately, did not bestow it upon him, because as Corypheus says, they found it. They didn't create the darkness. They merely founded it and corrupted it, or like inhabited it, or something like that. There's some sort of I could get the quote in a minute. There's some sort of quote that he says where they merely found the darkness. So we know, regardless of the Elven connection, the Blight predates the Chant of Light, the Corypheus, and Tevinter. And like everything else that predates it, so far it has an elven connection. It could be dwarven, it could be something else. I think 4 games in, it's most definitely going to be the connection of its elven gods. And the codices currently already kind of confirm that. So how Gillinan and Elganon are blighted is a bit of a harder subject, because I also am in kind of borderline thinking about that, because my understanding was archdemons get found by a darkspawn. Sorry, in a old god gets found by a darkspawn. The old god's sleeping in the deep roads or somewhere. Darkspawn finds it, blights it, and that creates a blight. So that would be a blighted archdemon. We assume the elven gods are the old gods. So the elven gods are emerging blighted. It most likely must be because they were locked away. They already were blighted. They created the blight. Some kind of reason like that is what I'm thinking. And so with them just being blighted for so long, maybe they're just back and they're like, right, time to just do what we already started to do. Maybe probably Solas created the veil to stop the blight from spreading even further, and then Corypheus, or the original Magisters, the Sideriel, severed that connection and revealed the blight back into the world. Because what happened was, once they physically entered the Fade, that connection was kind of made again. So maybe Solas's attempt, or Solas creating the veil, stops the blight spread, at least in the physical realm, for so long. But then once the Magisters entered the Black City, and then literally were consumed by the blight and came back to Thedas, they brought it to the lands. That's how the blight started again. So Solas stopped the blight for a while, for a long time. I'd say a millennia, or well, a good couple of 100 years, until then the hubris of man came back into the world and brought literally the blight from the heavens. So that's what I think, and I think that's fairly apt. I don't think that's not really anything too groundbreaking to say, but yeah, that's what I think. So now they're basically just back at their own shtick. But right, okay, it's been so long. Let's get back at doing what we were originally doing, which. Solas said, they warred, they amassed followers, they did blood sacrifices, they did a lot, First elders, powerful mages, elders, then gods. So, yeah, I know that, like, all the elven gods are evil, because Solas's ambiguity is very morally complex. I'm not saying he's not evil, I'm just not saying that he's evil, but they're all morally skewed. But as we know for a fact, these two are definitely evil. Whereas Solas is more morally grey. He wants to do a bad thing. He hasn't done it yet, though. So whereas they are spreading the blight, which as so far these games tell us is the worst thing. Anyway, that was longer than I wanted it to be, because we're here for a breakdown. But no, it's good to talk about this, because actually it's very relevant to this, with the ritual site here, the remaining elven gods here, and of course this ritual that is going to upstart the game. They were blighted from this darkness they found. So, yeah, Corypheus went into the Black City, and that's where the blight was, and that's what they found in the Black City. No maker, no gods, blight, empty throne. They did find the darkness, the blight, and they brought it back with them. What else have we got? Hello, Danny, how you doing? Okay, so this shot, we do see a brilliant shot again of the ritual site. I didn't examine this in my first original gameplay preview. I honestly completely forgot. But we do see the ancient elven architecture, these golden buildings representing Arlathan, the Arlathan forest. We know it's basically confirmed that Arlathan, well, I know it sounds silly to say because it's obvious, but we didn't know this before. The Arlathan forest is literally where Arlathan used to be. Yes, obviously, but like it actually is the case now. Before we were like, is it really? Because obviously everything is subjective until it's confirmed. I will turn the music off just so it doesn't get too... Now this. What is this? This is Tevinter from the architecture, I would say. Yeah, so what have we got here? We've got a person lying on the floor. We've got these spiky, angular architecture. These. It reminds me of the Fade a little bit, but this is Tavine architecture. It's Minrathous for sure. A destroyed part of Minrathous. You can see this light over here, like the overhead light we had when we saw the gameplay preview, where there's a massive spotlight on a young woman. That looks like that from over here. Wreckage over here. There's a dead Venatori here, I believe. You can see the spiky armor, which I say spiky, I'm not just saying that deliberately. The architecture of Tavine is very spiky, very angular. Yeah, Mimrathis. And then you've got this relic thing here. This is definitely some kind of relic to an old god or an elven god. Yeah, so, or a cult thing. I feel like its back's turned to us. Because it's got, it looks to me at least, you've got an arm here, you've got an arm here. Like maybe the statue of Demat that we had in the previous games. Let me get that statue up. I do have a really good shot of it. That I took ages ago. Where did I put my pictures? That is the question in here, I believe. Potentially. Maybe not. So it could either be representing the Venatori, the state of Mimrath. I think the biggest thing, well, one of the biggest things from the new trailer is I think the Venatori are teaming up with the Elven Gods. Corypheus wasn't enough. They're now teaming up with the two Elven Gods, amassing an even bigger army for the Elven Gods. Because if you think about it, yes, they're already going to be powerful enough already, but if they're going to create an army, who are they going to get on their side? Qunari, subjectively, maybe. Definitely the Venatori. Who else? Well, if they control the Blight, they have the Darkspawn. But if they control the Blight, they could also have the Grey Wardens. Now, obviously, we've got Davran. We've got a lot of things going on in that regard. I'm just checking Gamescom. It looks like some guns, so that's not Dragon Age. Obviously, we've got like Davran, we've got the Wardens, but I just think something is going down at Fortress Weishaupt. This is the statue that it looks like to me. It looks like this dude. You see what I mean? You've got like his hands here, his arms crossed over. See what similar? Not exactly the same. Hey Emily, you haven't missed much. We're just talking about this Nvidia thing and theorizing on the Elven Gods and just really starting to dig into this Nvidia showcase, which really just showcases the beautiful engine and the game. But you know, we're theory crafting. Yeah, it reminds me of this. Not spot on, but the arms. The arms for Shua, and I think this was I mean, it's in an Elven temple. I can't remember which god it was, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it relates to Dumat or something like that. I can't remember the specifics. But yeah, I believe it's Elven in nature. And of course, if it's Elven in nature, that means that Tevinter have stolen it from themselves anyway. Yeah, similar shape for Shua. Looks like the breach at the top. Ooh, whereabouts? Over here? Over here? I can't see anything that resembles the breach, personally. You see smoke, it's in flames, dead bodies. Yeah. And we did see this in the actual the release trailer as well. Let's have a look at chat. We demand Inky, yes we do. Are we tinfoiling? Emily, we're tinfoiling. Hey Azura, how you doing? There's also Gamescom's currently on too. I'm not streaming it particularly, but I do have it right next to me if we do get anything. Only because apparently we've been told we aren't getting anything, but hey, I'm a clown 100%. So, yeah. Nothing particularly has been announced besides Borderlands 4. The ritual site, Amber. Let's have a look. Breach at the ritual site. So you got this, these, yeah, that's definitely the Veil stuff going on, like the Veil ritual. I do see some lines. Yeah, I kind of understand where you're coming from. Yeah. I feel like that could just be the ritual. But yeah. I'm not sure. Hello, Micah. How you doing? So that's Tevinter. What have we got next? We have Cave, which we're going to expose this one so we can see it better. Because it's really hard to see what this is. The door, I'm sure, will have some kind of architecture we can look at into. You can imagine Rook hopping up here to go up to here. I'm just thinking dwarves immediately. Yeah, we'll overexpose that one in a second. Hey, what's this? I think this is the lighthouse. I think we got the lair of the Dread Wolf, and you've literally, pardon me, only got Dread Wolf statues in here. You've got, and that looks like something that Balara. Again, we'll zoom in a minute. This is just an overview. This is the initial tease before we zoom in and stuff. But this looks like something Balara would use, or something to experiment with. A tinkering bench almost. You've got a bunch of artifacts here. I could literally see Balara at this desk right here. Solas's desk, literally. You got a nice little chest there where I'm sure your pre-order bonuses will be. Yeah, I think this is the lighthouse. Of course, it could be another Dreadwolf temple. We know that we're literally hanging out with the Dreadwolf. He lives rent-free in our minds. Oh, Vendi, what's the Gillinan pronunciation discourse? I've never heard it. And I'd need somebody to actually physically, literally, sorry, tell me how they say Gillinan. How are they saying it? I've been saying Gillinan forever, but how else could you say Gillinan? Gillinan, Gillanon, Gillian Nain, Gillahan. I don't know how else you could say it. Is that the one dining table with the one table setting? It could be. It could be. Ooh. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll zoom in a minute. Gilly Nine. Gilly Nine. 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 Gilly Nine. Gilla Nine. Gilla Nine. Pain. Pain Nain. Gilla Nine. Gilla Nain. Gilla Nain. Gilla Nan. Well, it's like sorry. It's like Arlathan or Arlathan. I'm British. I don't say words like Americans do. A lot of Americans say Arlathan, whereas I just say Arlathan. But that's just with how we pronounce our vowels differently. I think a lot of people. I mean, there was a Southern Dragon Age creator who said Southern American, sorry, who used to say instead of Felicine it was Felicine, and I think it's just funny how it's cool. I don't see it as like a border or a barrier. It's funny how we all have different nuances. But then when that was prodded, Trix Weeks was like, yeah, we're not bothered how you pronounce words, and I also aren't like very anal about it either. So I'm sure there'll be a codified way we say it. But even in the games, people say Arlathan, people say Arlathan, people say Fan Harrel, people say Fen Herel. People say, you know. So it's always fun. Lesai. Emily Lesai. Nay. I see what you're saying at now. Nay. Felossen. Felossen? I would say Felasan. But yeah. I won't say Arlathan. I literally have to put on an American accent to say Arlathan. For me, it's Arlathan. Again, though, I'm not an elitist. I know what you're saying when you're trying to say it, and I think that's a general good way to look at it. But yeah, no, it's funny that there is controversy over that. Controversy, in quotes. So yeah, lighthouse. I think next shot is also light. This is definitely a lighthouse. This is a shot that we see in the reveal trailer. Look at the marble or the glass-etched floor. Either that's really powerful, or it's just, yeah, that's definitely glass, because the reflection, the reflection of that is spot on. And again, the architecture, elven, beautiful. This, I believe, is our big dreaded wolf's own personal alluvion. So we're going to be walking through that a fair bit. Something that I do think about upon seeing the rubble here, and a bit of the emptiness and the colour, the distortion, the kind of grey, light blue tinge, kind of isolation, and the rubble here. I do hope that we're going to see the transformation of like the lighthouse getting better. You know, Skyhold, it got fixed up after a while. I do hope we see that getting fixed up, and we see that over time. But yeah. No, that'd be cool. What is chat saying? Talking about pronunciations. Again, I'm not bothered about what other people say about the pronunciation, because Fen Harrel, Arlathan, Arlathan, it's people's own vocabulary at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna say Gillinan. I'm comfortable with that. I mean, I'm not good at pronunciations anyway. I have been saying the exequaturs for like 5 years, and then went, oh yeah, it's an executor. So, yeah. Yeah, I think he does have his floors waxed, doesn't he, Emily? He does. Oh. So, yeah, what's next? The reflection is just shiny. Despite the rubble, the floor has definitely been waxed. So, using some sort of special Nvidia... I'm not techie like that. I will read the blog in a minute that we got before we look at stuff even further. But yeah, we're using very, very good graphic capabilities. I'm sure we're the best. As you can see here, looks stunning. And look at this. We got a mage, Rook. Look at our staff. Okay, and here we see some combat. Again, we'll slow it down in a minute, but you just see a melee attack, a ranged attack, a spell, mid-range attack, a blast attack. Good little blast again. Nice fire attack. Melee attack. What did they do there? Was that some kind of dagger? I'll slow it down in a minute. Yes, that's a... Yeah, is that a dagger? Did they change? Is that them changing mid-spell? Or are they just... No, I think that is just rogue. Either they're changing mid-spell, which we know we can do, or that's a rogue. No, it's definitely got magical particles. However, at the same time, we don't know if... like rogues have a bit of magic in them, because we did see in the gameplay preview anyway that the rogue did have a bit of magic. So yeah, it's probably a mage, considering this is the mage gameplay preview, but could be a rogue too. Now what we'll do is I'll read the blog, and then we will go back and look at it frame by frame, even bigger, and we'll also blow up some images. So the ritual does start. I have slowed it down actually as well. So we do get a nice shot of Harding, Nev, Rook and Varric looking at the ritual. But of course we have dissected that to oblivion anyway. But just so you are all aware, that's how it starts. So we'll pick it up from there. So in this latest, well, in this Nvidia blog, what have we got? We have... So, Dragon Age, the Veilguard, launching Halloween with DLSS 3, Reflex and Ray Tracing. Rise as Rook, Dragon Age's newest hero. Be who you want to be and play how you want to play as you fight to stop the gods from blighting the world. But you can't do it alone, the odds are stacked against you. Lead a team of 7 companions, each with their own rich story to discover and shape. Together you will become the Veilguard. When BioWare and EA's Dragon Age the Veilguard launches on Halloween, you will be able to accelerate performance with DLSS 3, make gameplay even more responsive with Reflex, and enhance image quality and immersion with ray-traced ambient occlusion and ray-traced reflections. And take an exclusive look with it running. So yep, anybody who's techie and is all up for the latest specs on their PC, I'm sure that sounds really good to you. It is good to know though that this footage is on a PC and is running on a GeForce RTX 40 series. So showing you how high-end the graphic capabilities of this game can be. What I will do is bring up Steam and show you the PC requirements, because even my PC right now is dated. It's 5 years old. I'm not buying anything new just yet, so I even need to look for myself. But for those who don't have, like majority of us, a GeForce RTX 440. Sorry, I just see Don't Nod, and I think they're showing off a Life is Strange trailer. Is this? No, it's not Life is Strange. It's something else. Oh, it's that other game, the Records game. Cool. Yeah. Even I don't have the best high spec of PC now. It's good for like 5 years ago, but yeah, it's still. Oh, we've got new graphics. We've got these cute little things. Here we go. So minimum requirements. You're gonna need Windows 11 or 10 or 64-bit OS. Intel i5, AMD Radeon. That doesn't seem too crazy, to be honest, as a processor. And then for graphics, Nvidia GTX 970, 650 or an AMD Radeon. I already have better than that, I think, so I think I'm going to be all right. But you also, the game's also 100 gigabytes. What I will do is I'll give you a comparison, because I have no clue. Is there like just... There used to be a sheet of just comparisons, so we can actually have a look. Right, so what do you need? You need at least a 970 or a 1650. Is that the minimum? Yeah, so these two are the minimum. Okay. 970 is pretty... Yeah, that came out in 2014. So basically, folks, if you had a decent high-end PC in 2014 that could run Inquisition and Ultra, I reckon you will be all right. I'm pretty sure my old laptop from when I started creating videos in 2016 was a yeah, it was a 970. So you'll be all right. I think if you could run Andromeda or Anthem in decent quality, or even in medium quality, you'll be all right you'll be all right for the Veilguard. I don't think you're gonna need anything crazy, because I had seen people complaining about BioWare making it so low and low spec PCs can run this game. How dare they? The game looks rubbish. It's like, so you're complaining about like people complaining about the fact that it might not look amazing, even though it looks amazing. People will literally scrutinize anything. It looks amazing, but people are trying to find an argument to say that they're making it run lower spec and it doesn't look as good. But then, like, from a marketing point of view, from a business point of view, it makes sense to make the game run as best as they can for the for everybody, as opposed to just focusing on high-end gaming PCs, which is not like a massive demographic anyway. Anyway, small little rant there, but regardless, obviously people will be upset about anything or will make controversy about anything. But again, based on the fact that this came out in 2014, I am no PC expert. I'm an expert in tinfalling, but I reckon you'll be all right. I think the processor is gonna be what matters here as well, though. And you obviously need 100 gigabytes of storage. But yeah, it doesn't seem too crazy. You know what we'll do? Right, remember 970 1650. We'll have a look at when was I born? Oh, should I put my real birthday in? I will. Just for you folks, I'll put my real birthday in. There you go. You can see how old I am. Right, what did we say? 970? Yeah, we said 970 and 1650. Inquisition needed an okay, never mind. Never mind. A GeForce 660. Anyway, cool. Well, yeah. Basically, you need a decently running PC that can play video games. So, yeah. I'm in love. King Homebody, what are you in love with? I also understand the urge, Emmy, to buy a new PC for the game. I do understand that. But I think BioWare are helping make it accessible. At the same time, when you do see it looking like what it looks like currently, it looks fantastic. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to watch the trailer in slow motion and start to pick out a few things. So, obviously, ritual scene. Starting the game, what we'll do, where are you? Let me get my colour. What we can do is we're just going to blast up the shadows and the highlights for now, and we can edit that in a minute. But it's just going to help us really pick out things. I was in assembly, right? Yeah, I was in assembly. So nothing crazy going on besides what we haven't seen. Mage Rook here. Yeah, same ritual site. Alephan Forest, you can tell from the golden elven buildings. We already know this, of course, anyway. And then our Pride Demon that now looks like a nervous system with the elven god in the background. And the beautiful shot of this. Look at this tree. I apologize if this isn't huge. I'll try and make it bigger. Bigger for you. Bigger. That is bigger. And then I can pull that. Yes, we can pull that. So, is that big enough for you all? We get a sense of the other things going on in this as well. Let me pull up the editing. 1 second. Let me edit your size. Let me edit your size. I want to make you bigger. This is where it gets funky. What we'll just do is we'll have to swap between these two. I really hope my PC can handle it. I just hope it can run settings on alpha. I'm honestly in the same kind of boat. I reckon my PC will be fine. My laptop, sorry, not PC. But we'll try to find out. So it's not loading up the motion tools, which is really annoying, because I want to be able to... it's fine. I know what we'll do. We're just gonna have to do it on this. We'll just have to. Right, we'll do it on this one. And it means it's easier. We'll have to reset it later. So with this, what we can do is we can go... So, Hole in the Sky, I do see what you mean, but I think that is literally the ritual at the same time. Because if this is in the Alephan Forest, the breach was only in the Frostbite Mountains. So for it to go all the way over there, I don't think it would make sense. I think this is just the ritual. What trailer is this? Oh, that looks like some sort of MOBA. So, yeah. Also over here is where we were looking. You've got, this is where we see Rook obviously before, when they're making their decision, before Varric confronts them. Just get a sense of this level as well. Yeah, memory as well. You're right, Shelly Bean. Oh, I love your name, Shelly Bean. Shelly Bean, do you like beans? And it just shows the vastness of this level, and then the floating rocks, which is cool. And now we can do this. Boop, 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 boop. Right. So yeah, we already know this one too much anyway, because like it is a ritual site. We've seen a lot of it. But the trees look freaking beautiful. Next. So this is our Tevinter location. Definitely Tevinter, definitely Manrathis. Well, I would say Manrathis because we know so far Manrathis has this most exaggerated cyberpunk look. Dead Venatori, remember right there. That's what the Dead Venatori look like with these angular helmets and these pointy shoulder pauldrons. Now we can zoom in even further and pick out the details. So dead body over here. Is it a dead body? Let's get even further. I like most beans. Not the beans. Do you like Heinz beans in baked sauce? In baked tomato sauce, sorry. A wheelbarrow. So maybe if it's a wheelbarrow, are they was the wreckage already there? Are they mining stuff? Or did it just get ransacked beforehand? Some vases, a fire. So what sort of area was this? It's probably some sort of Venatori cultist area. And then you have this statue. Now this could actually just be a Tavine random statue anyway. I'm making it out to be some kind of elven god ritual site, worship culty area. But it could just be like a city location, and that's just all the areas of Manrathis have this kind of statues indicating the area it's in. It just to me looks like it's an elven god thing, as we looked at before. This looks like some kind of ballista or catapult, maybe. Probably not, but you've got this kind of, looks like this rotates. Yeah, it does actually look more like a ballista, and it's been broken. So potential siege, battle, or assault on this kind of faction or the Venatori. We know that Nev gets kidnapped by the Venatori, for example. A workyard, yeah, for sure. Not the beans. Yes, the beans. Yeah. And then over here, we've got smoke, indicating that mayhem. Indicating that either the ritual that Solas unveils, or something else has gone AWOL. We know demons are attacking the city. Sorry, the Magisterium looks like a floating Hogwarts after playing Hogwarts Legacy. That is true. It does. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? I can't wait to just look up the sky and see it and be like, whoa. Yeah, smoke over here, and then there's a lot of blackness. Darkness, blackness, smoke. Oh, there's the statues of Manrathis' gates, I believe. Manrathis has gates of 2 golems protecting it on a long extended bridge. That looks like it could be one of them. And that looks like it could be the head of another one, maybe? It's at least a massive statue, I can tell you that. Overlooking the entrance or the exit. So you can't just get to Manrathis, or you can't just, like, the reason the Cunari invasion is going to happen upon Manrathis last is because it's literally surrounded by I think it's better if I showed you. But it's surrounded by literally like ocean, like a meander. And it means that you can't just walk up there because it's surrounded by golems. Here you go, I'll show you now. Like this. So obviously not as big. And this is just a comic depiction anyway, because we can tell it's immediately changed. But you can see here, you can only get to Manrathis on this bridge. It is surrounded by a meander. That is the only way you can get there. Hence why the Cunari invasion is going to happen upon it last, hypothetically. But one of the reasons why, because you can't just go, And if you do go, as in to walk onto it, these golems are magical and they will hurt you. So, yeah, to me, this could represent this. Again, don't depict the art. The art style is just a comic. It could be. It could just be the art style of it. It could just be the depiction. And that could be the real life one. because this was from, I forget which comic actually. This could have been from the ones with the Tavinta character. What's it called? Thinking Tessa and Marius, which came out like a good couple of years ago. But yeah, speculation, of course. Other shots of Manrafus. Do we have any in comics? Oh, we've got this shot too, as we can see. So you can just see, here you go. Hey, that's a better idea. The bridge that connects it, the rip, the tear in the veil. Obviously, our circle, well, not obviously. Our circle tower, which is the same place where the Magisterium is held. So, but Jack, I want to run inside the Magisterium. I know, me too, me too. So is this them entering Manrafus potentially? I wonder if this is, yeah, this is like them going back, because this bridge is there, but there are no golems though. Again, design can change. I think this is already in. Well, there's a statue, but it's not a golem, and that is the statue. No, that's the statue that they look up to when they're already inside Manrafus, isn't it? So they're already over here, or wherever. Yeah. So they've got Nev from this Venatori camp over here back over here. And then Nev looks up to over here when they go to Stolas' base. So this is already inside Manrafus. So this is just another part of it, which just goes to show how extensive it is, and also like how much it is surrounded by water, which is insane. I would worry about flooding, but of course they're mages and they're magic, and it's built upon like foundations of the Elven Empire, so probably they don't need to do that. But I personally would, and that makes it even more crazy. Manrafus is founded upon the Elven Empire, and of course the ending of that trailer, we literally saw an eclipse over Manrafus. Oh, people talk about romance. Lucanus, yes. Nev, same. I'm going for Nev. Emmerich. Nev's second run. Who's your first run, Shelly Bean? Yeah, I'm going Nev first, and I'm Nev or Balara. I'm gonna let the game. I'm gonna get to know them first. Nev or Balara, and if I don't do Nev first, then Balara second, and if I don't do the other way around as well, and then I want to do Emmerich, and I also want to do Harding, and I also want to do Tash, and I also want to do then Lucanus, then Davrin. Yeah, but I need to create dedicated characters for each and factions. But my first Rook is going to be a Morn Watcher. Rogue or Warrior, who's going to be for Nev or Balara. So that's a lot of Tavinta stuff there. Yeah, I think that's decent. Any thoughts on Tavinta folks? Anything else that we feel like could be unearthed? Surrounded by fencing. Yeah, other than that, I think this is fairly straightforward, to be honest. It could even be from the opening mission, without me even realising. Emmerich, I see a lot of Emmerich love in the chat. Go on. Lucanus, Tash. All of them. Yes, filling this kitty. Factions, yeah. For me, I'm doing a self-insert, and I figured what would I relate to more. Now, I know it's sacrilegious, me not doing an Antivan Crow, because Jackdaw, Crow, member of the Crows. But I just feel like I relate more to the, like, I like the goth, I'm not a goth in the slightest, but the gothic fashion of the Morn Watchers, the death dynamic. I love to listen to music like Phoebe Bridgers, who is just so iconically, like what's the word, ethereal, but also like skeleton-y. She literally has a skeleton onesie as her main outfit, and I like that style. I like that edge to it. Also Manfred, and being besties with Manfred and Emmerich. But I love I love the lore of Navarra. Love it so much, and examining that more. Just the Grand Necropolis, the nature of spirits and demons. It is such a brilliant like realm that they've got of what they're really delving into with that. The nature between spirits and demons there, how they all linger willingly, the different interpretations they have compared to Southern Thedas, all those kinds of things I love. So It's those stories in Infinite Nights enraptured me the most. And I've been obsessed with the Morn Watchers, just even hearing about, with the Mortalitassi, since hearing Cassandra's stories about them. So I love that gothic twist there. Can't relate to it, but I love it. Morn Watcher, Lord of Fortune, yeah. Cue Pirates of the Caribbean music. That's the right one, isn't it? I think that was the right one. Grey Wardens, yeah, Grey Wardens will be brilliant. That'd be a good homage to Origins. Fellow Shadow Dragons. Oh, are there any fellow Shadow Dragons for Emrys? I'm not a goth in the slightest, no true words said. It's true villainous kitty. I'm like the opposite. I'm like high bubblegum pop, Swifty, heartless romantic, what other golden retriever energy. But I do like that. Jack does a goth confirmed. Slay. Thank you, chat. Any thoughts on Minrathus before we continue on? We will also be having time for just general chat too. We're just we're in the breakdown ATM, but we will have a time for rookery shenanigans. What is this? I want to say dwarven. It's underground. It's not really anything. It's hard to say. It's just a K. I mean, I know I'm master of tinfall. And it's like, but Jack, what does it mean? I don't know this one. Let's have a look. Let's have a zoom around. Let's move on. Thank you, Emma. Break the mold, Jack. Goth Swifty Pop. It's true. It's true. You got this tinge of light over here from the fire. It's leading me up there. I can't see any runes or any etchings in the walls like we've seen in the Descent DLC, when in the Deep Roads, or when lurking towards the Titan's Crypt. Like a clay floor. Is that clay stone? That looks kind of solid. Reflections of water, mud. The door is what we need to examine the thing the most. Let's have a look. Let's brighten it up further, shall we? Let's brighten this. Oh, where have you gone? Oh, let's go back. There you are. It's just a kid. I'm like, oh, we'll expose it. There we go. That's what we needed to do, folks. We need to expose it. Right. Let's go back. Editing. This is there. There, that's helpful. Right. That is really, maybe it's something new. Maybe the architecture is new. Hello, Misha. How you doing? Don't worry. This will be archived if you'd like to watch it afterwards. This is I should have announced it earlier, but we got this trailer today, and I was like, yeah, I'm going live. I apologize for that impulsive nature in me. I don't set out to stream regularly. I'm like, right, I'm doing it tonight. I just never know when I want to do it unless I'm in the mood to do it. Besides the Rook Club, which I do every Wednesday. But no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking this is it's definitely a cave. Thank you, Emily, for joining. Appreciate it. Have a good one. What cave could it be? Oh, I'm glad you asked. It could be a cave to Couch Rock. It could be a cave to a Titan's Heart. It could be a cave to Harding's personal quest. It could be a cave to the Grey Warden's headquarters. It could be a cave. I don't know. It could be. It's not giving anything. Thank you, Shelly Bean. I appreciate it. Oh, the tinfoil hat's fault. The tinfoil hat is like, you do not deserve this right now. Like, what's over there? What's over there? Yeah, I want to go to Couch Rock as well. This is like the most significant thing, but it's just the reflection of the fire. Fire. Fire means it's been inhabited. Maybe it leads to a good old dwarven tag. It's giving cave. We're going to move on. It's just giving cave. Right. Ooh, this is too overexposed. This is... We'll keep it overexposed for the moment, actually. This, I think, is the lighthouse where the lair of the dread... The lair of the dread wolf, our new hub. This reminds me of the circles in the Temple of Mafal, where they basically kind of have inscriptions and pictures and imagery of them. It's just the same elven architecture. Obviously it's elven, but just in case you needed that further explanation, it definitely is. It's elven architecture with the gold, greenish tinge and the colours and the style. We've got these kind of like sliders. What do you call it when you get changed behind these in Sims? Or are they doors? No, they're cupboards. They're cupboards. They're for storage. It's for storage. So you're going to put stuff in this chest. Your pre-order bonus is going to be in there, I bet. And you can store stuff in here, I imagine. You've got a tinkering thing over here. We'll look at that when it's in a minute, when it's less overexposed. We've got the Dread Wolf with these lanterns. Yeah, and now what we'll do is we will return and we will un-overexpose it. The K9 is giving dog. If we do this, we can try and... Oh, look at that. Look how nice that looks. We want to... Yeah, increase the highlights. So not too... That's decent. Yeah, that's decent. So then... So now we can go even further in. So if we look even further, we'll go even further than that actually. Let's go even further. We've got this beautiful tree right in the middle here. Reminds me of Yggdrasil. I know it's not, but kind of does. You've got a tinkering bench over here. It could literally be for Rook, sorry, not Inquisitor. Or it could be where so for Rook where we like dye armors, tinker with certain oh, are they not doing a new Tomb Raider game? We're getting something Tomb Raidery where you could dye your armor. Yeah, we are. It's a Naruto something thing. Yeah, you can dye your armor. You can create stuff. You get your enchantments. Although I don't see our favorite dwarf. But I think it's probably where Balara hangs out because you've got like a bench here and you've got these artifacts over here. And Solas has been gathering loads of artifacts too. The Red Lyrium Idol, the Crucius Stone. Loads of things going on where it's like, bro. Oh, we zoomed in too much. The Crossroads, yes, but this is I think this is the lair of the Dread Wolf, which is like a Crossroads. It's his own separate realm in the Fade, like the Crossroads. Table here. I can't see a single bench unless that's the bench on the other side where Solas sits. A bed. It looks like a bed. Maybe this is literally where Balara sleeps. I could see it. Yeah, tinkering stuff. Artifact there. Something like there. A seat there. A tinkering thing there. Yeah, a bed there. That's definitely a bed. Yeah. Maybe it's where Solas used to sleep. Solas used to sleep. Our armorer sleeps here, or Balara sleeps here. And then the rubble. Yeah, I hope that we can fix up the rubble and make it more cozy. And apparently the colours and the mood of the lighthouse is going to change too. So while it looks grey, depressing, washed out, I mean I have overexposed it too, but it looks washed out. I believe that just resembles Solas's current like divorced dad state. So hopefully when we bring life into it, emergence, characters, and when the plot gets really, really, really gritty and stuff, it's going to change. So red at some points for sadder scenes, to then, you know, proper different colours for like red for romance, and did I say red for evil? Pinky purple for romance, and an evil red for stuff like that. We're live. What? First time seeing Jackdo live. Hello, Hannah. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Georgie boy, how you doing? We're doing a live breakdown of this Nvidia trailer that just dropped. Lelouve, yes, divorced dad state. Yes. Even with or without Llewellyn. Man is tired. And this doesn't need further dissection because it's, well, we'll zoom in. It's Solas's Illuvion that we're going to be traveling through, as seen in the reveal trailer. So it's not open currently, but this is his big Illuvion at the end of it all. I wonder the passcode will be the fact that Solas is living in our head, and he's like, yeah, let him in. But when we use it for the first time, because it doesn't recognize us, and we go to the Elephant Forest, it messes it up and we go somewhere else. Or we go to the Elephant Forest, but we go to another part of it. Again, ruins. I do hope we can patch it up and make it look nicer. And then that floor is waxed to a T. It's beautiful. Yeah, architecture again. It looks lovely. It looks stunning. I do want to see the library, though, because that's the main part of the lighthouse. I'm sure we'll see that in time, unless they'll wait for the game. At the same time, you don't want to see too much of this game without it being spoilery. So, yeah, I think this is a good aspect of it that is quite non-spoilery. It is very much going to be what you're going to be seeing a lot as you, I assume, travel from region to region and directly go through that Illuvion. And then next up we have the gameplay previews of Rook. So what we'll do is we'll get to the new bits. So we see right here, look at this. We've got it in slow motion so we can really, really, really see it. Let's slow it down even further. 25 more, yeah. Oh, don't be weird. Come on. So. Just pictured Solas employing maids to keep the marble floor shiny like he's... Yeah, it's true. Like, how does he keep that shiny for a millennia? I suppose he has been alone for 10 years. Maybe that's been his biggest hobby, ambition, clearly. Look at the brick too. It does look. I mean, it's a lovely floor. It is a lovely floor. Very well finished. Saying a long time for this one, right? So, look at the people over here. Ah, I love that. The ambience of Reflex. I know we've seen this before, but it's just so cool to just see the live world that BioWare have created. Going from Inquisition, which yes is 10 years old and it was made for previous consoles. But it just shows the liveliness of NPCs in this world. Like Cyberpunk or The Witcher. They're just out and about doing things. Thank you so much, Elena Caff. I massively appreciate that. Thank you. So here we see our mage Rook entering the battlefield. And we're going to look at some of their abilities, which look great. So look at this. Rook's up here fighting the demons with Nev and Badoosh. Look at that. How sick is that? Hello, Justin. Look at that. How sick. That is so cool. And you've got this rune here too on the floor. Again with the green on the... So what sort of magic is green, folks? Anybody want green? Life? Rift Mage? What sort of green energy? Fade? No, it's not like fade magic. Nature? Nature magic? Yeah, Amber, I didn't immediately see the difference. Yeah, what is green again? But bear in mind, folks, so we're watching this 1080p. We'll watch it again. Spirit! Thank you, Amber. So this is the spirit staff. Then we see a spell here that is blue. Skadoosh. So we see this spell here where it cascades into multiple target spells. Let's have a look at it again. So casts these dagger things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daggers, and they go. There's one. No, that's Nev's spell. And they all go boosh. Did they all go into the same target? It looks like they all went to the same target. Oh, we're seeing Starfield DLC. What have we got here? They smack a vase. What's this? Is this a melee attack? So they smack a vase with their staff, or they run through it. They're cowering and they're casting a spell. Yeah, that's just a boosh. 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 And now some sort of charged attack, maybe? Yes, that definitely is charged, you can tell. Oh, Starfield is showing off their new rover. That looks cool. So we can see he's charged that, and then, oh. That's what we need, more AoE effects where it's like, boosh. That's the thing, we have less abilities in this game, but you've got light attacks, heavy attacks, and runes and stuff that are going to make up for the fact that you only have 5 abilities at a time. So that is going to help. So that's a charge attack. We've got a friendly little demon dog there. He's just coming to say hi. And then we've got this long attack, beam attack, I would say. Beam spirit attack. Charged one again, shattered in ice, showing a combination here. Where you've got Nev who freezes the person. And then Rook's like, yep, alright. I'm going to shatter ya. Boosh. Brilliant. Was that a snowflake we saw as well? Yeah, there are actual snow. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. And then spell ability. Could be a charged attack. Did it miss? It looked like it missed. No, it didn't. It hit. It hit. Badoosh. Nice. No, okay, so this... Right. Do they have a staff at this point already? Nope, they've got daggers, but I assume... So we've heard that mages can switch between daggers and staves like that. Within a... Well, I think not even within a class system. I think they can just do it. But they're mage daggers. It's definitely a mage attack there, so I assume it's a mage. That's definitely magic, isn't it? That's definitely magic. Somebody tell me that's not magic. Now what? Now, Fox, what is this at the end? Because I saw this in the trailer, at the end of the reveal trailer, but I don't know what it is. It's some kind of shape, like a skull or a dragon skull, and you've got 2 of them in the middle. Anybody actually have any theories on that? Because I haven't heard anything. You've got an eye hole here, and I can't see what this side is. It looks like a dragon, half dragon face. Is it like Elganon and Gillanan? 2 separate holes becoming one? I don't get it. Anybody else know what that is? Oh yeah, Mike Gamble did confirm orb and dagger as alternative to... Oh, thank you at last. No way. That's so cool. Oh, thank you at last. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, a Titan skull. That's a good idea. Floating rocks. It's true. I thought that too. I didn't think anything of it, but like... There's like this thing over here and this. So it's like it could be 2 elven gods' dragon faces together, resembling that they're going to become one because they're torn right now. And then they're going to go click into place and then unsunder the world or become a big dragon like a Power Ranger. That's my thought, at least, if you see my latest video. But then it's like, yeah. Orb and dagger. Thank you, Amber, again. I appreciate that. So this is an orb and a dagger. Oh yeah, there's your orb. Look at that. How cool is that? That is so cool. You could be a mage with an orb and a dagger. That is so unique. BioWare really actually they're really thinking out the box for it. Yeah, Misha the ship is kind of distinct, isn't it? Like, it reminds me... I'll show you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something very, 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 very specific, actually, that I'm sure all of you will see instantly when I show it to you. It reminds me of this. This is what it reminds me of. You got the, like it's very similar. in terms of it's a zoomed in thing that you're zooming out of. See what I mean? Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 vibes for sure. It reminds me of that kind of approach. And then we do that. And you see what I mean? It's the same tinge of red. It starts off purpley grey and it goes red for a brief moment. Yeah. What's going on there? What is going on? What is it? It's something. It's something. It's definite. Is it a wolf? You've got like an ear thing. Could it be a dread wolf? Maybe. This part is easy to see. That's an eye. That's some kind of ear. That's like a jawline. This, I can't even see what this is. Is this a dragon face and a wolf face? Is it Mafal and Solas together? I just can't see what this is. You've got okay, jawline here, nose thing with teeth, horn, ear thing, something over here. Looks like a dragon, looks like a wolf. Anybody else seeing that, or am I delusional? Less so, I think it could be Solas and Mafal. I think it's more so Elganan and Gillanan. That being Gillanan, that being Elganan. They both could be dragon faces, merging dragons. Don't know. Maybe they're merging together, like I've said like 1,000 times. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Reese. Oh yes, broken elven orb. Could be. Makes you think also what kind of orb this is that our mage is using. Any other thoughts, folks, on the breakdown trailer? Because what are we thinking? Are we excited to play it as a what do you call him? A mage. If content, let me know any questions you got, and we can chat about Dragon Age for the next 50 minutes. Again, it's more so showcasing the beauty of this game, innit? I'll have a look if we've got any tweets. So we had the Mike Gamble pro orb tweet. Yeah, mages can use an orb dagger. Not shown in the video. This one uses a staff. Or in the video that he linked. So, what we're also getting this week, folks, is week of, not yesterday, week of this, we're getting the high-level combat. I believe this was the PC Spotlight. Yeah, for sure. So this was the PC Spotlight. Now we're getting the high-level combat, which apparently is a warrior. Can you summarize what we know so far? Ooh, flipping heck, that's quite the task. I can try. That's a very big question. Development-wise, lore-wise, content-wise, story-wise, we know a lot. Or just this trailer. Pardon me. Pro tip: if you press the tilde key, you can use full screen. Ringo Games, what a legend. The tilde, Ringo. Are you gonna save my life right now? Oh, is it like this one, Ringo? Is that it, or am I doing it wrong? Ringo, help me. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? So if I was to go, I need to reset my window. Reset. Is it that one? Everything oh, flipping X. That would take me probably 2 hours to do that. Because I couldn't just give you like the tiny bits. I'd have to give you everything. Oh, thank you, Ringo. Oh. The screen? Ringo, am I being silly right now? I don't think it's working, Ringo. I've also got Gamescom on, by the way, for folks who haven't heard, down below, just to see if there is anything coming. I'd love to see more Spellblade. I'm set on Rogue, but the Spellblade has a Rogue vibe look. Yes, me too, Misha. Like, it sounds so good, and that's definitely the first mage class specialization I would play first. The idea of switching between daggers and a staff, a melee build similar to a Knight Enchanter. It sounds amazing, and I want to see it too. We're getting Warrior gameplay this week, so that's going to be exciting. I reckon maybe Thursday or tomorrow. We got this today, so maybe it'll be more of a Thursday thing or even a Friday thing. The release trailer came out Thursday. Thursday is always a really good day for BioWare content to release. It's always been doing that. Sorry, they've more so favored Thursdays over any other day. But I mean, hey, we've just had the release trailer, and now we're getting, we've just got this now PC small trailer tease. Nothing crazy, but it's still good, and showcasing for those who do care about graphics and stuff like that, and they're going to be having their GTX 40s or whatever they're called. It's good for that, but also at the same time, showing off a bit of mage gameplay. It's really cool to see that, and learning that we're going to have a dagger and orb build. It's so cool. Yeah, really cool. And yeah, not long to wait to Warrior. So that means what I'll be doing in a video soon is I will be breaking down Rogue, Warrior, and Mage gameplay. Anyone replaying all the games for Veilguard? Haha. I am going to be making a video going over, and everybody's asked me for this for so long, but I'm finally doing it. I'll be making a video going over all of the game's stories, the game's relevant medias, and not just like a quick little IGN thing, like genuinely going through every single thing we know about each of the games in depth. As in depth as possible, being like maybe a 30 to an hour video, and going through the major points of Origins and its DLCs, Dragon Age 2, its DLCs, Dragon Age Inquisition and its DLCs, the books, the comics, the pre-released marketing material, and then Veilguard. All going into Veilguard with no spoilers for the Veilguard. So I won't be going, by the way, in the Veilguard, you're going to have, just for those who don't want to know anything but at least want to know about the story of everything beforehand, and how it so far sets things up, because of course I don't know, I don't know anything more than anybody else in terms of the news and stuff. But yeah, just in terms of how it sets things up for that. So that will be an upcoming video that I've started writing. It'll take a while, but yeah, it'll be all the tie-in media. So from Dragon Age Deception to even like comments that that interview that devs have said on comments and stuff and story bits, like I don't know how far or how deep I'll go, but like talking about the fact that the architect was supposed to be in Dragon Age Inquisition's Grey Warden quest, the Adamant Fortress one. In the and maybe things like that, we'll see. But it will be an extensive video that I've just started writing. I was already working on a video about Morrigan, Mafal being the ultimate big bad of Dragon Age, and that's just even more amplified now with the release trailer. That's half scripted. But I think I'm going to wait for the moment and start. I'm going to write those videos and wait at the moment until this Warrior gameplay comes out, so I can really jump on that straight away. Also being conscientious that I don't want to burn myself out at the same time, because I do have Rook Club tomorrow as well, and then it will be in the midst of that writing stuff. And then by that point, I think Thursday, we're going to get this Warrior gameplay, so it'll basically be straight on it. And I think when I do get the Warrior gameplay, folks, what I'll do is I'll just stream like this again. We'll react to it. And then for that one, depending on how big it is, how substantial it is, I'll go away and create a video on it. yeah, with the context of it. But yes, this week, so we've had the PC Spotlight already, which is brilliant. And now we're getting the high level combat of a warrior. So the mage combat we got today was level 1, as we could see, because they were in Rafis. Even so, we saw the heavy attacks, a few light attacks, and some really powerful spells. And a few jumping stuff, which is brilliant. And now, also, just ahead of that, pardon me, on this August content plan, after that, hence why I'm saying, like, I'm working on the story video, but it's not going to be out anytime soon, because there's so much content coming now, which is brilliant. Let me find it. Also, how was everybody's reaction to the release trailer? The reveal trailer? The release trailer, yeah. I want to know everybody's thoughts on that, because I haven't really spoken to people about it. Well, I have my Discord, but not, like, all of everybody. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you for watching. Warrior Wednesday. It does have a good ring to it, doesn't it? So, this was when I was seeing Taylor Swift. This August 5th one. Let me zoom. Just so we can see these shots of our beautiful, beautiful cast of characters. There we go. So, let me just reset that as well. Thank you, Misha. I really appreciate that. Thank you. This was last week, which is crazy. It's already been a week. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance isn't coming out this year. It's coming out next year, which is crazy. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It was going to be a competitor to the Veilguard, but now it's not. Probably seeing the fact that this game's coming out. So this week, we've just had the PC Spotlight. High-level combat's next. It's Warrior as well. Cannot wait to see it. I hope we see female Rook, though. I would love to see this elven female Rook now, because I'm liking seeing male Rook, but I want to see female Rook too. I want to see the hair physics. I want to get that vibe. And then 26th, which is that's Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, I believe. Next Monday. So this end of this week, Wednesday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, we'll see. Then we get Companion Week. Now, there are 7 companions, and there are 7 days in a week. Are we getting a companion a day? I think that is a fair claim to make. What I'll probably do for this content is stream once or twice with the companion weeks in between, gather the details we've got, and then make a video on it. At least have some good conversations, though, depending on the content we get, what extensive looks we're getting. Like, if we're getting trailers for each, of course, I'm breaking those down straight away. But it depends what we're going to get. It might be tweets, it might be articles, we'll have to see. And then August 30th, which I believe is the Friday. Is it the same week? Yeah, it's the Friday of that same week. We're getting developer Discord Q&A. So it's similar to what we already had before. That content is fairly easy to do too. We'll just see what the devs are saying in that regard. And then September 3rd, what day is that? That is Tuesday, in 2 weeks today. We have IGN first month-long exclusive coverage begins, and that is IGN having exclusive content. Whereas Game Informer had their initial exclusive bit there, IGN are going to have a month-long coverage very similar to Game Informer, though I believe it may be more extensive going into a month-long review, a month-long content bit there. That could be things like the hub, looking at romance, plot dynamics, the relationship with Solas, in-depth, opinionated, subjective articles, I believe, but also more newsy. Very, very good, very exciting. What we'll do is we'll have a look at an example of what they did for Andromeda. If I do Mass Effect Andromeda IGN first, we got... We'll just have a look. I think there's a tab here. They literally showed you the first 30 minutes of the game. I mean, we've already seen the first 20 minutes of the Veilguard. Ish. Do they have an archive of all of their articles? I was hoping they did. They would. Yes, they do. Right. Ignore latest. We're looking for... The game came out in 2016. Something IGN first. Nope, still a mile off. That's a year. That's not 2016. Okay, there you go. There's one example. Building Mass Effect Andromeda and the Frostbite engine, IGN first. So an example for that is literally BioWare sat down with us to talk about how they brought the Mass Effect series into the Frostbite engine. Fantastic. Not really spoilery, but explaining the development side of things, actual, dare I say, actual journalism. And we're still in March. The game came out in 2016, didn't it? Here we go. Building meaningful romance in Andromeda. Sex and romance are the most compelling aspects of the Mass Effect series for fans. BioWare tells us how they evolved those aspects. They've got their full walkthrough there. Oh yeah, I reckon they would have already had this IGN deal because they did Game Informer and IGN for Andromeda and Anthem and Inquisition in the past. I'm just really saddened about Game Informer because I really did like them as a publication. Really did. So the game came out March 23rd. First, introducing Drac, your Krogan teammate. That's a 1 minute and 40-second bit there, with Kathleen giving a breakdown of Drac, all his quirks and his contributions as the Pathfinder team. Watch us play the multiplayer. Andromeda introducing Jal, your Angara teammate. We got then touring the Tempest. So you'll probably have touring the Lighthouse, I reckon, for sure. That's definitely an easy kind of thing to do. Driving and upgrading the Nomad. Driving and upgrading Solas's relationship. Driving and upgrading the Dread Wolf. A tour of the Nexus. Again, not spoilery, but showing you... Well, it is spoilery because it's showing you a location, but it's showing you a location that you're going to get very familiar with at a very early point in the game. Exploring 3 of the game's vast worlds. So it is touching on spoilery content. So an opinion piece. And then the first 13 minutes, the newest info. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of it definitely is spoilery because you've seen the game, you're getting previews, you're learning about characters and companions, you are getting actual gameplay snippets, as well as subjective opinions that will have gameplay in them. So yeah, I get it. If people are going to avoid it, I won't be avoiding it. I will be covering it on my channel, but I'll make sure that my titles are extensively ensure like we are talking about spoiler material. I'll make sure that that is definitely covered in my titles, but I will be covering it, and I'll be trying to make it as spoiler-free as possible. But I'll be covering the content as apt and as relevant as it is. Like for me, the Game Informer article about the Elven Gods, I get it. It was spoilery. I didn't mind it massively. I don't feel like I was personally like, oh, that's a big thing, because I liked hearing it because I was correct about that theory. But I also understand everybody who does want to stay because they now want to be surprised. We're having a lot of stuff already, so it's like, okay, how do we balance that? What are we talking about? Tour of Lighthouse, yes, tour of the Lighthouse. That'd be brilliant. Oh, Villainous Kitty, yeah. Game Informer has unfortunately been laid off unceremoniously by GameStop, the American store. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yes, FX Murder or Mulder. Give us a Veilguard. That would be a good bit of content from IGN. Giving us the character creator. Please. Miro. Jack, I missed the theory and tinfoil hat times. Breakdowns are fun too, but I want to talk about the ideas and possibilities of everyone, or just as Fury. It's been here for years. Ah, Miro, thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I like coming on live and really just chatting with you all about it, because of course I can give you as much content in a video, but it's very much unreciprocated. Whereas like this, we can just chat for days about theories, about content, ideas, and that's definitely something that I'll be doing long after the Veilguard and long into the game of what do you think about this theory? Predictions on this, predictions on DLC. What about that? How close we were to that theory? What does that mean? Because if anything, we're going to get a lot of content in the Veilguard, but BioWare are going to give us also plenty of bones for other theories too. It's true, villainous kitty. How rude. How rude. Yeah, for sure. Lucerine. I'll try not to make my titles too. I mean, I'll aim to make my titles not too spoilery. What I've been doing lately is I've been doing titles that kind of give you the sense of the video without delving into it too much. So I'll show you an example. I mean, this is where I'm going to call myself out because it's probably going to be a spoilery title in it. Like the Edge article I covered, that wasn't really spoilery. It was just the bold direction of the Veilguard Edge magazine exclusive. This one literally, yes, Morrigan's in the thumbnail, but it's just release date, trailer, ultimate breakdown. This one probably is a bit spoilery. Elven God's Fate, Hope, Solace, and Rook link revealed. But again, it's not like I'm saying Gillanan and Elganan. But I get it. I get it. But I'll be aiming to make them as less spoilery as possible because I do understand that people don't want the spoilers. At the same time, as a content creator, I will be covering that content because it is something that I've set my heart on doing. So, yeah. But it is something that we'll talk about in these. We'll try and not talk about fully, but we'll touch on in these live streams. So we will ensure that we are minimizing as much as we can. I think when you come to the nature of trailer breakdowns, there is a bit of spoilery nature in there. A lot of it from me is speculative because obviously I don't know literally anything besides of what BioWare have already told us. So there's that fine line, for at least for me. There's a fine line of I'm being very speculative right now. What I'm saying could absolutely not be true compared to somebody from, BioWare or whatever, or actually going into it and going, yep, that's definitely that location. When I say in my latest trailer, this is the NFLs, it absolutely might not be. I'm just speculating. And that's still the content we're at this point, because obviously we don't know. Nothing's concrete. So with me, it's always going to be a safe bet, basically, is what I'm saying. I wish you recorded your reaction to the trailer. I did record it. What I did was I only put in 10 minutes because I'll show you on my phone. I was sat there in the middle of pit at Taylor Swift, and it's just not me. It's good, but like I'll show you. I'm just looking at this and I'm just going, oh, but also the noise is so loud from other people. Like you can't really hear me. So I only put 10 seconds in there just because it's just me doing this for a long time. I am saying things, but it's so loud in that stadium that you really couldn't hear it anyway. But yeah, I recorded a bit. I got a few funny little photos. It was brilliant though. It honestly, like, we were waiting for Paramore to start, and I just saw the trailer come out. I was like, we need to watch it now, and we did. It's true, Ringo. It's true. Oh damn it! How come you might not be able to play the game until March? That's it. Now we have finished our breakdown. Any thoughts? Any rambling tinfoils? Let me know. Let's start. Let's chat away for the next half hour about really anything. Anything that from the late trailer that you were all thoroughly enjoyed, would like to discuss further. I'm gonna get at least a picture of Morrigan on here, so you're not just seeing my jackdaw wallpaper, which I mean it is pretty cool to be fair. Let's get a picture of our favourite Witch of the Wilds in 4K. Witch of the Wilds. Witch. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. There she is. Imagine Taylor looking into the crowd and seeing an English lad gasping at his phone and not Virginia villainous kitty. Yeah, literally. Taylor stops the show and shows the trailer live on the big screen. She's like, I'm a solar villain. She's a solar villain. She is. She is. Yeah, villainous kitty. Paramore Paramore supported. Am I doing a Let's Play? Yes, Brian. I'm going to do a Let's Play Dragon Age Taylor's version, and I'm going to be playing my character as Taylor Swift. And we are going to be an Antivan Crow mage or rogue, and we're gonna be doing it as Taylor Swift. I'm fully embracing the Dragon Age Taylor's version because they are my two biggest hyperfixations. I've joined the marketing trend of this. I love it so much. It's just a fun little joke I love, and I need to do that. Look at that crown. She deserves it, doesn't she? Still waiting for any early signs of Dorian. Same. The Queen herself. I love her. What do you call these folks? The pauldrons, the feathered arm gauntlets. Living my dream, Jack. Really? Villainous Kitty, Paramount, T-Swizzle. It was a dream. It was a dream. OMG, Taylor Swift Rook. Make Taylor Swift Lavellen and have her play the smallest manual ever. I love this. Oh, Brian, that's brilliant. Oh, that is brilliant. Sounds genius. Thank you. Dragon Age the musical, Taylor's version. Morrigan without Mafal's crown. So pretty. Yeah, I want to see her without Mafal's crown. I love her new look. It's not too dissimilar from Origins. She's got this new, like, chest, what do you call that? A bralette? I don't know. Shoulder feather pads. Shoulder pads are coming on now. Are coming back. Yeah, it's true. Epaulets. Ooh, Reese B. What a word. So excited to be a crow. I've been waiting for this opportunity since Origins. Hell yes. What about her eyes? Her eyes are still yellow. Morrigan got that drip. Furies on Morrigan and Mafal. I did talk about it in my video. I have a video I'm working on that currently, to be fair. So I'll spare the entire download for that video. But I think that she's the next vessel of Mafal. Morrigan's the inheritor of the next age. She's going to be there at the end of the Dragon Age to call the next age. So I think we may have Morrigan as a boss fight at the end of Dragon Age 5 with her having the soul of Mafal. That's how I think the Dragon Age is going to end. Think about it. Mafal has a reckoning that will shake the very heavens. It's been established since Origins. You need to have a big villain of Dragon Age. The Dragon Age is named after dragons. Mafal is a Mafal is a dragon. She's been there from the very start. She literally she has urged or ushered in the age of the dragon. She's ushered in the Dragon Age by whispering secrets and plot revelations to great Ferelden heroes throughout the ages. She has been there from the very start. She's been established, I think, as the ultimate #1 villain. She's an elven god, the All-Mother. I think we're going to get rid of two of them, the two biggest contenders after this, and I think Morrigan and Mafal is then going to be revealed as the big bad threat. I just think that's the entire nature of the Dragon Age. I think they've had a plan from the very start, and I think that's what it's always been. They've always had the idea that Mafal would be the big bad. Morrigan would never betray... Well, actually... Now, again, that's one way it could go down. Maybe we can separate the two. Maybe depending if she drank from the Well of Sorrows or she didn't, we get a different vessel of Mafal. There could be so many different regards of it, I think. You know, this is Dragon Age after all. What if it's the Inquisitor or Morrigan? Big, actual, true boss fight of Dragon Age 5. The person who has Mafal's vessel inside of them, and it's flipping Morrigan or the Inquisitor. Can you imagine that? I'm going to put that in my next video. How good? How heartbreaking. I mean, and don't say they wouldn't do it. They made us choose between Hawk and Alistair. They are that wicked. They are. You know they are. Same FX. We gather from Solas that it's their lust for power, and it's it's Solas rebelled once he saw Mafal take down a Titan, and that was kind of the one of their original their original sins, and how they kind of then mined the Titans' bodies, institutionalized a system of slavery, and so forth. and it was the moment that Mafal did kill a Titan when he went right. Pardon me, I'm rebelling, but we'll have to see. The Asher Belinar, exactly. Imagine your Inky being the bad. How good would it be? It would be heartbreaking. See, they can't have one arm, so they transform into a dragon instead. Well, exactly. If Lavellen drank from the well, she becomes an ex-vassal of Mafal, and boom. Boom, 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 boom. What if the very big bad is Lavellen if she drank from the well? Exactly, Dammer. Exactly. The angst. Maggie, yes, the angst. Solas with his headpiece crown. Oh, where is that, Danny? No, too much angst. Oh, Misha, it would be. Misha, it would. That's the thing. Hawk, Shroud, Alistair could be vibrant in the Fade. But like one of them's also in Weishaupt. Does that mean that we're going to actually definitely see Hawk in the Veilguard? I need to make a video on that too. Like, Hawk's in Weishaupt, or the Grey Warden is in Weishaupt. So Hawk coming back, maybe? Maybe. Oh, the art book. Well, at last, I have not seen that. Let's have a reaction together about that. I must have glanced across that while I was doing all my shenanigans the weekend. Oh. What is it called? It was the art book. I'll go for my tweets. I would have retweeted it, but I wouldn't have realised. The best thing I did see over the weekend was Manfred. So the art book was announced. There's the steel book, not the art book. There's the pre-order bonuses. I can't find it instantly, so I'll leave it for now, but describe this to me. I will Google it. I will look. Dragon Age art book. Veilguard art book. There it is, BioWare Gear Store. So there's that's the BioWare Gear Store. Oh, I see ya. Ooh, what does that mean? Ooh, look at that artwork. Oh wow, he's bold too, so it's like a current version of him. What does that mean, folks, eh? Look at that. You got the dagger in the middle, you got the Dreadwolf of Lyrium eyes. Oh, I like the ambiguity of it. I actually have no clue why he'd wear that too. Flipping out, that is a cool headpiece though, isn't it? What does it mean to him? That's the thing. Yeah, it's brilliant. Just imagine Manfred with Wally's voice. That would be... Oh, full egg. Yeah, the full egg is out. Yeah, I love that. It's flipping ominous as hell. Anybody already pre-ordered the art book? It is out of stock. Does it say anything about our boy Solas? Just say it's a stunning print. Oops, spell mistake there. 2 double spaces. Yeah, it's brute. I love that. Very much ominous intent. My beloved egg. What have we got about Claudia Black? Claudia said that because she genuinely thought Morrigan wasn't coming back, and Hawk being present would probably call for the customizer appearance at the start. Yeah, if Hawk is going to be back, I mean, it'll be a lot of characters to flip and make at the start of this game, wouldn't it? It'll be create your Hawk and create your Inquisitor. Like, okay. It'd be like that meme of that person trying to eat all that porridge. Is it the porridge meme? Eating. Oh, what's the meme where they're trying to eat all that stuff in their mouth? I don't know if it's porridge. Eating too many things at the same time. It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's not. It's pancakes. Oh, where is it? It's there it is. Here it is. It's coming. There you go. This one. This is what it'd be like if we had to create our Inquisitor, our Rook, and our Hawk. Like, if they do that, we absolutely have to get the character creator a month early, because that's so many people to flip in, to create. Oh man, almost too many. Not the meme. This is me, but with Heinz beans. Oh, the beans. I love beans. Any other thoughts we have, folks, on the trailer? So we've got the big dragon boy. I'm gonna get a picture of him so we can all look at him. People told me afterwards, which I really appreciate, that he has sigils on his horns. And that I should look at them. I can't see them though. He's got one horn here that isn't full, and then this one's small, I think. They said look at his horns. It reminds them of the sigils on the elven gods' own headpieces. And apparently he has two. Yeah. This looks like the ritual site as well. But again, it could be anywhere because it's just ancient elven architecture. And you've got water coming up here too. Yeah. Hard to immediately say. But I can't see them. Yeah. Just this massive curved. Yeah, it's curved horns. Big curved horns. Let's have a look. Will there be DLC for DF4? Hopefully. If there is, then hopefully we'll be doing it right now. His big horns look similar to Elganan's headpiece. Thank you. Beanie Weenie! Yes, Dessa. Beanie Weenie indeed. I've already told my husband that he's going to be a single dad all of November. I'm gone. Haha. As you should. We've been waiting 10 years for this game. I'm sure he can look after for a little bit. Yes, Virginia, she did, which is a very good shout. She did leave all of her deep water creatures alive. Yeah, it's a really good shout. Yeah, it's true, Emrys. I can't see them though. The sigils, where are they? Besides the headpiece. Somebody told me there was two. Look at Harding. Look at Harding. People are saying that Harding, if I can find the shot, I don't know if I have the shot, saying that Harding has petrified magic, not ice magic. It could be either. This, for me, is what sold it as ice magic, because it's so blue. But it also could be lyrium. That would make sense. People think it is petrified magic, like Solas. So stone magic, which does sound really sick, to be honest. Double Blight, Ringo. Yeah, Double Blight for sure. Double Blight for sure. Look at these dudes. Gillanan gets stabbed by this ballista, and now this dragon is suddenly transformed into it with a ballista sticking out of it. That clearly to me must be Gillanan, and then that means that'll be Elganan. But there's so much to comprehend in it. And then this one has the same. Yeah, it's the same horns. Look at that. Look at Gillanan. Look at Gillanan lying there. Look how massive she is. Her tentacle goes all the way over here. I want to see her face on. It's, yeah. And there you go. There we have it. The best boy ever. My number one. Imagine him with Wally. Wally. Elven gods, all gods confirmed. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the actually, I agree with that, Ringo. I don't like the design of these because I don't like the grotesque stuff because it just gives me the creeps. But that's because it was in Dragon's Dogma 2 and I really didn't like the bloated, gruesome. I don't like that's a bit too gross. I like the design. I understand the design, but I don't personally like it. It's really grotesque, but it's also sick that it is grotesque and cool. Well, I like that and ugly, but I personally don't like it. It reminds me, and I don't want to gross people out, but it reminds me of like popping a spot, and all of the stuff just comes out. I imagine shooting an arrow and that just being like, oh, gross. Anyway, moving on from that thought. Thank you, Fearwing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. They do seem so tiny. That's why I think that this is going to be Elganan and Gillinan from a separate form once we Once we defeat Gillinan, her physical bodied form, we think she's dead. She transforms into this thing, because this... Going so fast. This... and this. So she's impaled here. She's wounded. Say she falls to the floor. Like this. Because this looks like the same area. And then we think she's dead. So Rook runs in a charge to kill her. And then she's like, psych. And then she comes out as this and pulls out this thing, because she does that, and you see in the trailer she pulls it out and then roars. And also look at the tendrils on her neck. It's mutilated. So I think Gillinan, Elganan, but like a small kind of scale transformation. Maybe it's the nearest thing in sight that she can transform to, like Corypheus transforms into a Grey Warden because it's the nearest blighted thing in sight. Maybe this was originally her pet dragon that she had, and she turns into it small scale. And then, like a Power Ranger, Gillinan and Elganan, like two shadowed spheres, create an eclipse for some sort of blight ritual, and that's where they rise as this thing together. Two elven gods becoming one, like how we've had a lot of elven legends talk about flips of a coin. So they say Mafal is the goddess of justice. She is, you know, the all-mother of the pantheon. But then Morrigan twists that story and says that actually some also depict her as darker, vengeful. Now, Elganan is the god of vengeance. So were Mafal and Elganan kind of once one, but were split apart like spirits, like we've seen in the nature of the Archivist spirit and the Via Thara? They're all the same being, but they're all connected together, but they're all split and fragmented from each other, and they've forgotten relevant knowledge to each other. So one of them knows this one thing about Fenrirel, one of them knows something else, but they all forgotten and they're all fragmented from each other. Could that have been what happened with Mafal before she was killed by the elven gods, or was she originally like that before Source created the Veil? Did they become sundered? So then Mafal now is just a representation of justice, and Elganan is just a representation of vengeance. They become one. They're both the same kind of dynamic. Don't know. But that would mean Elganan would be still that vengeful spirit. And then you would have Gillinan, who isn't really a god of a particular emotion or a particular thing. She's the mother of the Hala. She is a god of creating beings, but not a particular attribute. So I think, and again, I haven't watched any other creators' videos. I haven't even looked at any other theories because I like to keep my own thing. I don't want to like cross-contaminate my own content besides what I see on Twitter. I want to keep it separate. But I think, for my own theories, they're going to transform into these dragons, these double blighted dragons for a brief moment of time. Maybe it's needed for a ritual. Two shadowed spheres among stars, an eclipse as Fenrirel stirred. The idea that they are going to do an evil dark ritual to summon in the blight in Manrathis, creating some kind of eclipse in the heart of Manrathis, which we know is going to happen. Let me get a relevant screenshot. They're going to create an eclipse, like so. This is an eclipse in the background, in the heart of Manrathis. And then, like the two shadowed spheres thing, with that eclipse happening, with some kind of ritual, again, we're fragmenting the lore here. We don't know the full picture. We don't have all of it. It's a jigsaw puzzle that we're putting together, and we're forcibly putting it together. Then, from that ritual, as that eclipse unfolds, they transform into one dragon. This dragon. This being maybe the veil being destroyed. So you've got the elven, the real proper nature of the elves coming back, their effective immortality coming back, the magic's coming back, allowing them to be unsundered and to combine again. Or maybe that's too crazy, because again, like, is the veil really going to be destroyed? Maybe it is, to prevent Solas from actually wanting to do it, so we can see the ramifications of it, so we can fix it. But then maybe only parts of it. I think maybe the part of it here in Manrathis before it fully gets revealed, so it at least allows the elven gods to kind of transform for a bit, or just in Manrathis, and then not the entire realm or the entire world of Thedas. So they become whole, as does the Dread Wolf. So these two, Gillenan and Elganan, one dragon, Dread Wolf, one Dread Wolf. They're both together, he's both together, creating an ultimate conflict in potentially a post-Veil world or a post-Veil state for at least Manrathis for a brief bit until it gets defeated. That's what I think. Allowing for Solas to see the ramifications. I know he's aware of it. I know he knows it. But we are having multiple conclusions for his character. So there's going to be some way, I assume, to allow him to change his mind. So this would allow him to see the true ramifications of the Veil being destroyed. Maybe Rook changing his mind. Maybe Llewellyn's death. Maybe so many other factors can play into that. And we can undo this, or we can not let it happen for the rest of the world. But however, Manrathis stays in this state forever. It reminds me of spoilers for Stranger Things. Spoilers for Stranger Things Season 4. Quick spoilers for Stranger Things Season 4. I think what's going to happen is the Veil is going to be destroyed in a slow ritual that starts at the heart of this in Manrathis. And it's just in Manrathis, as it will then slowly spread across Thedas. Because what we know is they are blighting the world. And it is a very slow, iterative process. So this is just Manrathis completely destroyed, or post-Veil, in complete tathers, in complete mayhem. And then the ritual, or their plan, would then to be slowly allow it to happen, like the Inside Out in Hawkins. It's slowly happening as, what's he called? The Stranger Things version of Solas, 11, 10, 12, Vecna. Slowly, after years, is going to bring into the Upside Down into this world. I think that's what's happening here. Again, I'm repeating myself, but the Veil ritual happens in Manrathis, or at the ritual site, which then happens close to Manrathis, slowly spreading across Thedas, and it massively impacts the heart of the Elven Empire, which is Manrathis, and that's where we get to stop it. Save the rest of the damage of the world. However, Manrathis is in shambles. That's what I think. So it would be a combination of a double blight in a ritual that would unsunder the elves by destroying the Veil, allowing them to reconnect with their ancient magics, their effective immortality, the miraculous magics of their realm, to then blight this world, or at least start blighting this world, to get whatever they want out of this, to get their peace and comfort of the realm, which is what they want. What do we think about that? Because I'm going to start wrapping up now, as I'm going to go and head off in a minute. But what do we think about that as an idea? Is that too far-fetched? Is that too silly? I think that's the best thing I've got. I don't know what other people are saying about this dragon. I don't know what the consensus is online. But that's what I'm thinking, at least based on what we know so far going into this game, and just how it's going to wrap up. That the Thedas isn't going to be fully destroyed, but you've definitely got something with an eclipse and with massive, powerful beings that I think can only be described as if the Veil were to be destroyed, speculatively. But that's the best thing I think I've got. Ancient elves made dwarves lose their connection to the Titans and stole their magic, but now they are getting the connection back. Yes, so maybe the Veil is slowly being destroyed, hence why magic is being usurped slowly. Harding slowly gets her magic back. The Elven gods slowly become even more magical, more powerful. Solas becomes the Dread Wolf manifested. It's a slow. I think it will be a slow process of the Veil being destroyed. And then we do eventually stop that thing from happening at the very end. However, the world, just like Stranger Things Season 4, parts of it will still be in shambles. However, not completely, because in the greater picture, like Solas, will have saved the majority of this world. That's what I think, at least. Again, though, pure speculation. Who knows? We're just speculating on this massive jigsaw puzzle of Dragon Age lore that is unanswered, and BioWare are deliberately unanswering it, obviously, because they need to wrap up these games, and they want us to experience that ourselves. Yeah, Fenris is going to be so annoyed. Can you imagine? But yeah, that's definitely the best series I've got so far, I think. Final thoughts would be, I just cannot wait for this game to come out. And we've got, like, what, 2 months to wait? If that? How long until October the 31st? Not long. 70 days. Also, I didn't say this in my trailer breakdown, but that's definitely Tia, I think. You've got Zara, Magister Zara, and you got Lucanus, and I think that's Tia. As well as Tia being here. There's Viago. There's Tia again. I get that villainous, yeah, no wrapping up the game. I wanted to play it on my deathbed. That's true. At this rate, though, we're going to be waiting another 10 years for Dragon Age 5. Because, legit, though, like, Dragon Age Veilguard comes out this year, in 2 months. And then it's Mass Effect 5, which, let's say, full production, let's give it 4 years. That's 2028. And then let's give the Veilguard's sequel another 4 years. What did I say? 2028? That'd be 2032. And that's again picturing BioWare in the best shape to create these games right now based on Veilguard's development. But if we were to base it on previous BioWare games or previous Dragon Age games, well, I mean, Veilguard took 10 years. Inquisition was crunched, but Andromeda was in pre-production for 6 years and then made in 18 months. And Anthem was very similar, 7 years pre-production, 18 months. So, however, if we look at it from a game point of view, Anthem came out in 2019, Andromeda came out in 2016, Veilguard came out in 2014. So, stop! I will stop in a minute, villainous kitty. So, Andromeda to Anthem was 3 years, Anthem to Veilguard is 5 years. So, let's say 4 years. So, 2028 will be Mass Effect, if we're lucky. Let's give the Veilguard sequel, 5 years. 2033. Meaning I will be 9 years older, 35 years old. Bloody Nora. Bloody hell. And the channel will be like 20 years old. 19 years old. It'll be 19 years old. Insane. No, knock on wood, or we're doomed for more. Yeah. Or we'll be clowning while we're in the deathbed. We'll be clowning in our deathbeds. Anyway, folks, I am going to call it there just because it's getting late for me. And I want to just wrap this up as a 2-hour breakdown. Really appreciate so many of you joining me on this. I honestly, I wasn't expecting such a massive turnout. I really appreciate everybody coming on, joining me, just enjoying the spin, the tinfoil, the speculation. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these streams coming up to the Veilguard. We've got literally this warrior gameplay this week. I'll be streaming that. So we'll be... Oh, villainous will be... We're a similar age then. Yeah, we're a similar age. Yeah, well, I'll be doing a lot more of these even this week. Tomorrow I'm streaming the Rook Club, so please join. We're reading Look in the Garden. I've already got a few friends joining. So if you want to come and just enjoy hearing us read to you, talking about the books, the games, Dragon Age lore, and how they can connect to the Veilguard. Next, we've got Look in the Garden, which is set in Rathus itself. And that's about a lot of fortune. It's a really fun Monster Hunter one with some familiar characters that I will not spoil. And I have some fun friends joining for that. There's some of the voices too. So please join that. That is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. my time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And even if you don't like reading, you don't need to. You can follow us through and we will read it to you. And it's literally just like a proper, fun live audio book. It's good fun. Really, really enjoying it. And that's our 5th one, I think. So there's 15 stories, and it's all going to literally wrap up at the Veilguard's release. So it's fantastic. It's honestly really, 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 really good. And then, this week we're going to get the Warrior gameplay. I'll be streaming that as soon as it's revealed. And then I will be making a video on that. And then next week, it's Companion Week. And then we have the developer Discord Q&A. I will not stream that because there's no point in streaming that one. But we'll be streaming the Companion stuff, probably quite iteratively. You've got the 10 weeks of Rook Club streams from now. How many weeks is it until Halloween? Have I lined that up well? Let me ask Google. How many weeks is it exactly until Halloween? I didn't. How many days going? How many sevens? 10. It's 10. We've lined that up perfectly. Oh my goodness. I think the Rook Club is going to end the day before the Veilguard. I might make it end a bit before that. But so far, it's lined up that Rook Club is going to end the day before Veilguard comes out, which means we would be reading May the Dreadwolf Take You the day before. Might make it earlier. We'll see. But that's crazy. Anyway, thank you, Dammer. I hope that we get Reputation TV. It'll be fantastic. I'm going to stay up and see if we can get that. But yes, so yeah, streaming a lot more. I apologize for my impulsiveness of streaming. I know that you all want to join in. I kind of just wake up and go, right, I'm going to stream today because we've got news. That's unfortunately the nature of things. But just assume that when there is a big trailer or a reaction thing, now that I'm no longer seeing Taylor Swift, then I'll be streaming it. I'm not in the BioWare Discord, no, Ringo. I've got my own personal Discord, though. If you become a patron or a YouTube member, you can join it. But no, I don't really care for the BioWare Discord server myself. I like curating my own space and building that and having my own happy, fun space where it's good. And yeah, I get to cultivate it myself. But no, I'll be getting the news on that soon as well, in terms of that Q&A. And then we have the IGN first stuff too, which I will be streaming those articles and reading them out like I did with the Game Informers one. So that, again, loads more streams coming up. I'm planning more streaming on more. The days I'll be streaming will be more of a Tuesday and a Wednesday for sure. Maybe Thursdays, we'll see. And then Fridays when we do get news. So yeah, I will. That'll be a plan. But yeah, we're getting this Warrior gameplay this week. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you all tomorrow. If you are going to join me for Rook Club, again, reading Look in the Garden. It'll be really good fun, but hope to see you all there in the chat. If not, it will also be saved as a VOD, just like this stream too, if you want to watch this as we break things down and just chat about our favourite video game franchise. But thank you all so much for coming and joining and watching me break this down live. Really, really massively appreciate it as we tinfoil up even further to the Veilguard's release, which is literally like 10 weeks away. But I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is you all are. But thank you all again, and until then, I have been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa, 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 whoa.